Episode 12, The Weaver's Price, is the quiet aftershock. The storm has broken the firewall, but every victory has cost something. This chapter focuses on Threadbinder, the toll of his power, and the gales recentering at the Velvet Nocturne. While the archive host begins to change, CinderVox recovers, and Jay completes his turn from agent to outlaw. The tone, elegiac, humid, half jazz, half heartbeat. The city breathing again, but unsure what survived.
Neon drips on rusted chrome. The law's gone home, I'm all alone.
Welcome back. The signal burns on.
Recovered fragment.
Red Neon Justice.
The Signal Dramas.
You're now tuned to
Red Neon Justice, Episode 12, The Weaver's Price. Hush, slow cymbal brush, Lacello pulse. The city exhales. Static still clings to every window, but it no longer hums with obedience. It trembles with memory. Somewhere in the fog, a thread snaps, and a man who has tied truth itself begins to come undone. Threadbinder motif, single taiko hit, expanding into whispering wind. City street ambience, rain on metal awnings, distant hum of magenta power lines. The remnants of the crucible still burn underground. Green smoke rises through sewer grates like incense. On a rooftop above, CinderVox sits wrapped in an old thermal coat. Her flame is dim but alive. Ghost Arrow keeps watch, bow disassembled, eyes scanning the skyline. Open quote CinderVox. You ever wonder what happens to smoke after it leaves the fire? It becomes weather. Then, I guess I'm the forecast. Close quote, soft laugh shared. Scene 1, the thread unravels, low mechanical hum, electrical crackle, cyan glow pulsing irregularly. Deep beneath the Velvet Nocturne, Threadbinder kneels before a web of light spanning the chamber walls. Each strand glows cyan but frays at the edges, unraveling faster than he can mend. Open quote, hold, he murmurs, fingers bleeding static. Hold the shape. Close quote, the threads flicker, projecting ghostly silhouettes, fragments of memories he once anchored. A woman's laugh, a child's drawing, a butterfly. Matrix approaches quietly, magenta light from her wrist projector blending with the cyan. Open quote, Matrix, you're losing parts of yourself every time you pull. You need rest. If I rest, the signal collapses. The city forgets again. Then let it forget tomorrow. Close quote, he looks at her, smile gentle, tired. Open quote, tomorrow costs more than today. Threadbinder motif slowed, one string snapping sound layered beneath. Scene 2. Velvet Nocturne gathering, jazz faint and slow, glasses clinking, low static crackle like vinyl. Upstairs, Speakeasy wipes the counter with deliberate care. The club glows soft, velvet red curtains, cyan spotlights dimmed low. The signal gale occupies their usual corner booth, bruised but breathing. Scarab leans over a map. Matrix scrolls through intercepted hand chatter. CinderVox sips glowing water, her flame a faint halo around the glass. Ghost Arrow watches the entrance, half in shadow. Open quote, speak easy. You lot look like Resurrection's after party. Feels about that messy. Scarab, we need repairs, not jokes. Both heal, given time. Close quote, he slides them a new data card, crimson cover, sealed with a silver knot glyph. Open quote, courtesy of your quiet friend downstairs. Said it's his last weave for a while. Close quote. Scene 3, the price, basement reverb, faint dripping. Tension. Threadbinder finishes tying the last strand. The web flashes bright, stabilizing the entire network. The neon quarter's power grid hums magenta cyan instead of red. He exhales. Then his knees buckle. Memories pour out like breath, names, places, colors fading. He grabs a thread to steady himself. It snaps, turning to light dust. Matrix catches him as he falls. Open quote, stay with me. I'm here, just not all of me. Close quote. She lays him on the floor, the cyan glow painting her face. He presses one final thread into her palm. It pulses faintly, shaped like a butterfly. Open quote, if the weave frays, follow the wings. Close quote. The thread fades. His body remains, breathing shallowly, eyes open but distant. Threadbinder with glitchle. Scene 4. Jay in exile. Train tunnel ambience, echoing footsteps, mechanical drip. Jay walks through an abandoned monorail station, coat torn, rain dripping from the ceiling. Every surface carries red graffiti now overwritten with magenta paint. Laughter is resistance. He sets a small transmitter on a bench, flicks it on. The device plays a brief clip, the laugh he shared with Scarab during their encrypted call. He smiles once, then turns toward the city. Open quote, "They'll come for me soon. Let them. I've already left my voice behind." Close quote. He disappears into the fog as the transmitter loops the laugh until it drowns in static. Scene 5. The host awakens, low electronic whine, soft female hum distorted through speakers. In a sealed hand laboratory, the archive host stirs. Her body, once wired to central command, is now half detached, tubes dangling, screen flickering white rather than red. She replays fragments of the Gale's rescue, CinderVox's fire, Threadbinder's web, the butterfly light. Open quote, "They remember me," she whispers. "Or I remember them." Close quote. A new line of code scrolls across her interface. Signal adjacent protocol engaged. She steps into the dark hallway, her face cycling not through borrowed expressions, but through her own blank glow. Sting, archive host motif, glassy chime turning warm for the first time. Scene 6. The muralith returns. Rain outside the club, thunder low, wind through neon signs. Back in the Velvet Nocturne, the lights flicker. Not from failure, but transition. Every bulb hums magenta for a breath, then white. The patrons go quiet as a single white butterfly drifts across the room, luminous and slow. It lands on the bar beside Speakeasy's cracked glass. He stares at it, stunned. Open quote, "Did we pay the tab for that?" Close quote. CinderVox watches it lift away, smiling through exhaustion. Open quote, "That's for him," she says softly. Close quote. Downstairs, Threadbinder's body glows cyan one final time, a pulse of life responding to the muralith's passage. Epilogue. The loom. Soft wind, rhythmic drip, low hum from Tower 88 in the distance. The red Scarab stands alone on a rooftop overlooking Tower 88. The sky is lavender again, lightning tracing invisible circuits. He looks down at the city, red glyphs dimming, magenta lines spreading like veins of truth. Matrix joins him quietly. Open quote, "Threadbinder's alive, but he's different. He remembers the weave, not himself." "Then we keep weaving," Scarab says. "For him." Close quote. A low broadcast tone vibrates through the air. Tower 88 flickers, half red, half white. Scarab's eyes glow under the brim of his hat. Open quote. "The loom's waking up." Close quote. Cue. Muralith plus Signal Gale theme blended, swelling, then fading into silence. Gentle strings, rain soft, single heartbeat. Open quote. The city's power lines hum in two colors now. One belongs to the hand. The other sings for the lost. A weaver paid his memory so truth could hold. The hand calls it malfunction. The signal calls it love stitched in static. Close quote. Fade to silence, faint flutter of wings. End card. Red Neon Justice. Episode 12. The Weaver's Price. A cyan thread unwinds across the title, forming the outline of the muralith before fading into static.
Tonight's broadcast of Red Neon Justice is fueled by the finest static-tested sponsors across the Scarabverse. First, raise a glass of Unicorn Piss, the only neon energy drink guaranteed to glow brighter than the hand's billboard. Cleanse the air with Aphelion incense. Drift your mind beyond the static, one ember at a time. Hungry? Dig into a bowl of Blue Mac, the blue macaroni and cheese that melts your mind and binds your glyphs. Need a playset for the rebels in training? Young Rockstar's Bedroom Breakdown delivers the noise, the toys, and the neon-lit chaos right to your living room. And when you need your project cut sharper than a neon whip, trust Tape Deck TV. Editing and graphics starting at just $88. Serious projects only. Always Signal approved. These are the brands keeping the justice red, the signal burning, and the story alive.